Let's take a closer look at the Star Wars, Hot Wheels, Starships Select Ghost from Rebels.
Varykino, living the Star Wars life.
Hello there, and thanks for visiting the Varykino YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be unboxing the Star Wars, Hot Wheels, Starships Select Ghost from the animated series Rebels. I absolutely love this ship since it first appeared in the animated series Rebels all the way through to the live action Ahsoka series. It is just so iconic. Of course, it's got a little bit of a resemblance to the Millennium Falcon, a slightly circular shape, but it's got such its own unique identity and details. I definitely am so excited to have this one for my collection. It's been a little while since we've had a new Hot Wheels line show up here locally in New Zealand, and while we were hunting around local toy stores for the recently released Series 5 here in New Zealand of the Micro Galaxy Squadron, lo and behold, we spotted these on the shelf next to it. So that was really exciting. New Hot Wheels Star Wars Starships. So before I take it out and take a closer look, let's go over the packaging, because this one kind of undoes itself once you snip those corners and undo it. The packaging never really goes together right, so I like to document it. Here we have the Mattel logo. It says it's for ages 4 and up. We can see it is labeled as Ghost. Some things call it the Ghost. This one just says Ghost, and we can see the Hot Wheels Starships Select logo there. And inside we can see that fabulous starship on the inside. Can't really quite see it because of the plastic packaging, but inside there are blueprints of other starships from this particular wave, which we'll take a look on the back in a moment. On the top, there is sort of a line art blueprint of the Ghost there. And I figure this is from Rebels because we have the Rebels style sort of rebellion starbird symbol here, which is very different to the classic original trilogy Rebellion logo with its more upright bird symbol there. We can see on the top hanger, it says number 21, Ghost. And then we've got those side windows there. And then on the back, we can see that this ship comes with a stand with that same Rebel logo there, and it says Ghost. It can rotate around, so you can angle it for display, turn it around a little bit. And then we have some of the other vehicles from this particular assortment. We have the Star Destroyer, which is a reissue. That is an older ship, still missing from our collection, so fingers crossed we spot it locally with this new assortment. We have the Scythe, the Inquisitor ship, and then we have Anakin Skywalker's Jedi Interceptor. So some really cool ships in this assortment. This isn't the first Jedi Interceptor from this particular line, but it is a unique paint app, so very keen to add that one alongside the Obi-Wan that we already own. We can see we have a lot of copyright text, contains one vehicle, and same again on the bottom, lots of copyright text there. So all in all, pretty standard packaging for the Starships Select line. They look really cool. I think they stack really well because they're quite square, so I've actually got quite a few stored away that we'll be going through unboxing because I'm really, really excited to have new ones. It's getting me in the mood to open up some of our older ones as well. But today, let's take a look at the Ghost and get it out of the packaging. I can't wait. So these ones, I kind of have to go in and snip them from the front. It's kind of a bit weird. I'm used to, snipping things from the side or the back. And I like keeping the packaging for my Star Wars collectibles, but this one sort of just kind of unfolds in a weird way, and it's a little bit hard to keep it all intact. Okay, let's see if we can pop this open. And okay, so we've got little box in the inside that's got sort of the stand upright component for the display base. Okay, and if I just take a moment, I'll show that cool blueprint art that you can see behind the ship. So we can see the Ghost, the Scythe, the Jedi Interceptor, and the Star Destroyer. I think that that's really cool. If you don't like to keep your packaging, you could cut this out and keep that as a little bit of fun Star Wars art there. Very cool. Just going to pop that off to the side. And then we've got, feels really heavy when you've got it like this. So let's see how hard it is to pop this out. Feels quite heavy. So that was really in there. That actually took a little bit of wrestling. I know this is like metal, so I'm not too worried about breaking it. It's just a lot of loud, scrunchy noises and sort of wrangling with plastic to get them out. But here it is, finally in my hands, and I think this is looking absolutely amazing. I know some renditions of the Ghost give it sort of a bright and colorful, because it was a bright and colorful animated series for its first appearance. This one is slightly more muted. I know that these are sort of more green, and they're sort of like a muted green. It's kind of an interesting appearance. Because of that logo, I think of it as the Rebels version of this ship, but I think it sort of passes as sort of a realistic version, so you could probably pass it off as an Ahsoka one. But I do note here that the Phantom, or Phantom 2, is missing here. So there's just sort of the open bay here. So it's a little hard to tell which version they sort of want this to be, but I'm going to call it the Rebels one because of that logo there on the box. But this just looks absolutely amazing. I know the detail is not quite as fine as, say, the plastic of Microgalaxy Squadron, because this is metal. It's just a little bit softer in some of its details, but there's just something about that classic die-cast metal. And there's some really fun weathering going on. You can see some of the grays that's kind of brushed on, sponged on, sort of covering some of the details here. That looks really nice. I did note that there was, you know, some quite big variations with the weathering, because there were 2 or 3 of these on my local store shelf. So I could go through and kind of pick the weathering that I preferred, which was a little less than some of the others on the shelf. I kind of liked some of the weathering details like we've got on this panel here. So yeah, some really nice details here. And another thing that caught my eye is just the little turrets here on the front are plastic. Don't know if that's because of production techniques or just safety concerns, making a pointed component there plastic. It's kind of interesting. The black painting for the cockpit windows is just really nice and sharp. I really like that. And then again on here, we've got little white lines on that top little gunner pod one up there. Some really nice detail here. I like the painting is just for the actual sort of colored parts. Looks really nice, like the yellow striping here. It's very tidy. I like that. And then we've got these red accents as well. Some brighter yellow here in the back. This is really nice. And it's such a good weight and size too. It's kind of fun because there is like 2 Starship classes kind of out there that you can choose to collect, either or both. With the Microgalaxy Squadron, everything is in scale with itself. For the Hot Wheels Starships Select line, everything's kind of about the same size, so it kind of looks really quite uniform when you get everything together. It's kind of like personal preference. I just love Star Wars Starships, so I'm trying to collect both. In New Zealand, we don't get everything from both lines, but we're trying our best. Here is the underside. We can see just a few copyright marks here in the sculpt. We've got a small port here to connect to the stand, which we'll do very shortly. And we've got 3 screws here as well. But they're on the underside, pretty well hidden. And you can just kind of make out where the 2 parts meet along the sides. There's just a very small seam, very well hidden in the sculpt on this one, I think. You can see it just running along there. And we've got another plastic component here in the engines at the back, this part here. This one isn't particularly sharp, so I think perhaps that's just a production technique used there, not necessarily for safety reasons. But yeah, some very nice detail there. I really like the way that the wash kind of ties everything all together with those muted colors, and the sculpting gives it a very sort of weathered Millennium Falcon-esque sort of finish to it all there. And of course that front view there, very cool. Oh, this feels so fun. I just love the Ghost. I cannot wait to see that full HasLab version of it. I think the Lego one that came out recently is just absolutely superb. And now I have a smaller one. And of course, if you follow along the Micro Galaxy Squadron collecting, you will have seen that they have just revealed their version of the Ghost as well. So a lot of Ghost love recently, which is fun. So let's open up the stand box. It talks about, you know, that we've got to clip these two together. Hopefully that all goes together smoothly. Of course, another big difference between the Hot Wheels line and the Micro Galaxy Squadron is Micro Galaxy does not include stands. So I think that that is a particular selling point for me for this line. They might not be as big, but we get a shiny, cool base. The only other one that I've kind of got open on display at the moment is the 8080, which it just kind of stands on it. This is my first one, getting it out and actually putting it in sort of like a flying mode, which I'm very, very keen to do. So we've got the Star Wars logo sort of pressed in there as part of the mold, and the very small Hot Wheels logo over here. And then on the top, we have this lovely silver print of the Rebels era Rebel logo, and it says Ghost with the trademark there, and we've got the little pig holes for the top and some copyright stamping there on the underside. So let's go ahead and make sure we've got this the right way. Hopefully this will snap together nice and easily. Nice, very good. Okay, so there we go, moment of truth. If I just get that out of the way, this looks really nice. Let's hope this just kind of sits on. I'm hoping it's just gonna go on a little bit of wriggling. Okay, there we go. Just kind of goes down. I was wondering if it would click or just kind of press it down. Because it is a ball, we've actually got a little bit of like movement, because it said that, you know, we can spin it around, but I like that we can get a little bit of angling here too. That's kind of fun. I'm just playing with this stand because I haven't opened one of the Hot Wheels ships that comes with a flight stand. I'm really loving this. So you can sort of angle it down a little bit, and it's really well balanced too. This is a heavy ship, not necessarily like front or back heavy, just heavy in general. So I was really curious to see how well a plastic stand would hold this metal ship up in the air. They've done some bigger ones, I know. Sort of weight, because these are full metal, but that's looking so cool. Now you can see I definitely need to start opening up the rest of my Hot Wheels. I'm kind of accruing them in bits and pieces because they are not, you know, fully stocked here in New Zealand. So I was picking a few up and my collection kind of grew, and I've just been kind of storing them away and figured at some point I'll get them all out and sort of put them on display. So they were kind of stored away for a bit. And then when I spotted the Ghost, I was like, that looks so cool. You know what? I have to get them all out and start unboxing them. So this just looks so cool. That is an awesome ship. Definitely have to get the other ones out now and start putting them on display all together. I hope you can see all the detail for this as well. That's really cool. Oh, such a great ship. I cannot wait to see what else they do in this line. Obviously, there are so many Star Wars ships that companies can make in different scales. And I really like the stand. Now I've got to open up the others and see how many of them come with this stand and how many of them will be different. Because the one for my 8080 is very different. Obviously, that doesn't fly, it walks. So the stand is very different. Really liking this. Now I'm really wishing my Micro Galaxy Squadron came with stands. This looks really cool. Definitely going to have to track down some, you know, generic acrylic stands for those, because I think they deserve to be elevated like this one is. This looks so cool. Sorry, I'm just really excited. It's always fun when you find something new, you're excited about it, you get it out of the box, and it's just absolutely as cool as you hope it will be when you get your hands on it and see that proper in-person look. Because yeah, the plastic just, it obscures some of the cool detail. You can't see it from all angles, and you couldn't even see the stand in the box. It was all hidden away underneath. So now I've got it all assembled and ready to add to my shelf, waiting for some of the other ships to go alongside it. I'm just fascinated by this little sort of ball joint here for displaying it. It's so sturdy. I can pick it up and that's not going to fall off. So I feel quite secure with putting this on a shelf. That balance is just really nice. So there you go. That is the Ghost ship from the animated series Rebels from the Hot Wheels Starship Select line. I'll have a few pictures to upload as well to show up some of that fine detail, because yeah, sometimes you just need a camera photo to really capture all of that amazing detail up close. To my eyes here, this looks really cool. I'm really happy, and I was so excited because you know what, when we spotted these on the shelves, it was even during a toy sale. So we got these on sale, brand new, and they were on sale. So exciting. Always great when you can save a bit of money when you add to your Star Wars collection. There we go. Doesn't that look so cool? I love it. Happy day for this collector. Now I'm going to go put this in a new spot on my shelf. Thank you so much for watching my Ghost Starship Select unboxing. I really like this one. Do check out our other videos if you are a fan of Star Wars collectibles and unboxings. We have lots to share with you and lots coming up, so do subscribe. Catch you in the next video, and as always, may the Force be with you.
If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a like, check out our other videos, and subscribe for alerts about new uploads. Thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.